Did you ever hear about the man who disappeared only to reappear years later, claiming to be a long-lost heir to a massive fortune? That man was Roger Tichborne, born in the year 1829 in the city of Love, Paris, to a prosperous English family. His early life was filled with the comforts of wealth and the refinement of education. The year 1853 saw Roger embark on a journey to South America, a voyage filled with promise and adventure. However, his journey took a terrifying turn when he vanished mysteriously at sea. His family, desperate and heartbroken, launched a massive search effort, scouring the waters for any sign of their lost son. They clung to a sliver of hope, but as days turned into months, and months into years, that hope began to wane. Roger Tichborne was lost to the sea, or so everyone thought. But what if I told you that Roger Tichborne didn't die at sea? Imagine the surprise when a man emerged in the quaint town of Wagga Wagga, Australia in 1866, declaring himself to be none other than the supposedly deceased Roger Tichborne. His claim was initially accepted by Tichborne's grieving mother, a woman desperate to believe her son was alive. However, not everyone was so easily convinced. Doubts began to creep in amongst other family members. Questions were raised, suspicions aired, and before long, a full-blown legal battle was underway. The man, now known as the Tichborne claimant, found himself at the epicenter of a familial and legal storm. The case would go down in history as one of the most gripping and protracted legal dramas ever to grace the British courts. The Tichborne claimant, as he came to be known, sparked one of the longest and most sensational trials in British history. Can you imagine having to fight for your own identity? This was the reality for Roger Tichborne, or the claimant, as he was called. His battle for his identity unfolded in two major trials, the first in 1871 and the second in 1874. These trials were no ordinary courtroom affairs. Evidence presented ranged from physical characteristics and handwriting analysis to intimate family knowledge. The claimant's stout build and coarse handwriting stood in stark contrast to the slender figure and refined script of the long-lost Roger Tichborne. Yet, he possessed an uncanny knowledge of the Tichborne family secrets, details only Roger could have known. The case ignited public interest, sparking heated debates and dividing society. Some saw a rightful heir robbed of his identity. Others saw a fraudster attempting to swindle a fortune. In the end, the court ruled against the claimant, sentencing him to 14 years in prison for perjury. So, was the Tichborne claimant really Roger Tichborne, or an audacious imposter? This is a question that continues to spark debate among historians, even to this day. The Tichborne case, one of the most sensational legal dramas of the 19th century, had a profound impact on British law. It brought about a shift in the legal definition of identity, raising complex questions about the nature of proof and the reliability of memory. Following his release from prison, the man known as the Tichborne claimant lived a relatively quiet life, fading gradually into obscurity. He passed away in 1898, his true identity remaining a mystery to the end. The legacy of Roger Tichborne, or whoever he truly was, is a testament to the power of belief, the fragility of memory, and the complex interplay between truth and deception. Whether a lost heir or a clever fraud, the Tichborne claimant left an indelible mark on history, challenging our understanding of identity and truth.